Hi, I'm Vandana Saxena, a principal of a school and a teacher. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some simple practical ideas for school principals and leaders to use to make sure that professional development is inducted into the school culture. If you like my video, do share it among your friends and your social media so that we can all learn and grow together as productive school communities, bettering professional development in the staff. So, what can we do? What are the changes that we can bring about in our school culture so that we ensure that all teachers remain motivated and inspired to learn and grow themselves in the professional capacity? A lot has been said about it in NAP 2020, and professional development of teachers has been given due importance. Even CBSE has several opportunities on which professional development of teachers can be carried out through the schools. There's a lot of support and there are a lot of resources out there that one can use for professional development. But what is needed beyond that is to make the studying and attending of those workshops more effective. That requires a shift in the mindset and the building of a learning culture within the school. Now, how can we do that is what I'm going to be talking about through sharing of 3 practical steps. So the first one is begin with the end in the mind. And a lot has been spoken about setting the vision of the school, keeping it alive by creating corridors or classrooms or on the school stationery, keeping those words alive and active. So setting of the vision and sharing it among stakeholders is what is meant by saying keeping the end in mind. The guiding principles and operating values should be known to all stakeholders, and the best and the most effective visions are those which are preferably evolved through collaborative discussions amongst everybody in the community, a bit from all, so that all voices are not only heard but kept alive. Now, the operating value in a school culture where professional development of teachers is to be actively and effectively carried out is one most important thing is that inputs from every member of the community are valued. Each and every one of us has this innate wish and desire to be heard, seen, and appreciated. If what I say, if my inputs, I see them implemented in action, automatically I will want to improve the quality of the input that I would be giving in. And for improving the quality of my input, I would have to take professional development, not only have to take, not specifically just to have the certification, but also to understand and reflect through my own experience to be able to give that better input in my school. That input is valued and reflected into the practices in the school. That is the mindset. If that can be communicated to the teachers, professional development will automatically happen. And added to that is the value of regular and constructive feedback is never undermined. We have to evolve practices and train ourselves in the skill of giving constructive feedback to each other in the school community. The second thing that we can do to encourage effective professional development amongst teachers is to value learning and use it productively and purposefully. Now, what does this mean? We value learning which comes through us. Let's think about ourselves as people. We surely will value something that is an insight to us, something which is shared with others, and learning from each other is something that should never remain undermined That is the key factor for keeping people motivated to learn and improve themselves. So if we are able to co-construct learning by sharing our own examples, our own stories. A school is a rich community of people. Every one of us comes in the school with our own personal stories of success, failures, inspirations, aspirations, our own family environment. So we ourselves are human libraries. If we can connect and quote our own examples, encourage each other to share our own examples with each other with a sense of confidence and pride, and then from that learning that we create together through our own examples, we are able to bring about a change in policies of, for example, classroom management or classroom teaching, the use of pedagogies. Those are taken from our own learning. Automatically, the changes that we create, we will also wait and reflect how effective that strategy worked out. So that sense of belonging to the change in the system, when it comes from us, from the community as a whole, and then automatically we will remain more inspired and motivated to better ourselves. And this drive of wanting to be better at what we are doing is important for school communities, where professional development amongst the staff, all inclusive, principal, teachers, group D staff, parents, that drive to improve yourself and learn better and gain in your professional skills remains alive, with that sense of belonging to the learning and a purpose towards it. It means what I learn today is appreciated and valued, and I have the ability within me to create changes in the system to improve the system. So that kind of thread, once those dots are connected, professional development in the community will always remain top priority of the culture and every individual in that school. The third thing that we can do is, and again really very important, is that we need to encourage everybody to participate in that professional development, and also to encourage everybody to teach something to the rest of the community within the school. This concept of just the elite group learning and then teaching it to others is not accepted, because every one of us is unique and every one of us has something special that we can offer to the community, and that is the secret of exponential growth of an organization. When everybody contributes, there's their own learning or their own experiences, and a practice that evolves from there has far more value than anything that we may read on the books or that is done in another organization. Remember, a sense of belonging to the policies and practices in the school will automatically drive ourselves to improve our professional skills in the interest of growth of the school, becoming one as our own personal growth.